Hey guys, it's Jane. I'm so hopeful that this is going to be a quick one because it really needs to be a quick one because the last one was super long. And this is just a whole bunch of little bits and pieces. So I'm going to call it My Bookish Life and let's just go with that, yeah? So the first thing I need to say is if you haven't yet voted for the BookTube SFF Awards, do it now. Do it now. This is the week. So there'll be a link in the description. If you've read any of the books and you think they're worth voting on, you don't have to have read all of the books in a category. You don't have to vote on all the books in the category. You can just vote for the ones that you want. Please go and do it. The more people who join in, the more fun it is, apart from anything else. So yeah, do that. The second thing that I wanted to say, VidCon Australia. VidCon came to Australia for the first time last year. I went. It's in my hometown. So I feel like I would kind of be letting the side down if I didn't go. So I am going again. I bought my ticket and last week there was an email came around inviting people who had bought creator tickets if they wanted to host a session, to apply to host a session. So I applied to run a BookTube session, not necessarily because I want to run one or I think I'd be the best person to run one, but I want there to be a BookTube session. So what I am going to say is anybody who is watching this, who is coming to VidCon Australia, if you even are in half a mind to do so, please apply to host a BookTube session. The more people who apply, surely the more chance there is they're going to choose one of us. I'll also put a link to how you can do that in the description. Now, most of you are probably not in Australia and many of you are not coming to VidCon, are you? If you are in the States or if you are in a position to travel to the States, especially the southern states, there is another conference you might be interested in, BookNet Fest. This is the second year they're running it. It's created by two booktubers, Samantha from Books on Tomes and Marion S from My Name is Marion S. I, of course, was not there last year, but all reports were that it was an absolute blast and I would love to be going, but I am not currently in a position to be going to Orlando in, when is it? September. So it's coming up now. I think bookings are open. So if you are in that position to get there, I would say strongly recommend you go and check that out because it sounds like everybody had an absolute blast last year. Okay, so that's most of my notices. There's one other thing which doesn't really fit anywhere, but I thought I'd just drop it in case anybody's interested. I have been playing around with I can't even explain this because I'm not really a graphic design sort of a person, but I've been playing around with creating a BookTube logo. Every so often I've wanted to use a BookTube logo, like one of my thumbnails or something, and there isn't really a kind of agreed upon standard. So I've been playing around with creating one. Who knows, I might actually whack what I've got up here. I'd be really interested in talking to anybody who would like to join me in this project. I just think it would be nice to have some sort of visual identifier that we could use amongst ourselves. I'm not looking to like copyright anything or make any money of it, just to have something. I think it would be nice to have something between us in the community. So if anybody is interested in helping me refining what I'm working on, I would love to hear from you. Okay, finally, I'm getting to finally, that is quick. I'm sure that is quicker than I've been any time recently. I just want to talk about the two funnest books that I have read recently, just in no detail whatsoever. I read Nemesis Games last week, which is book 5 in the James S.A. Corey Expanse series, and it was amazing. This is a great series. I will just drop in here that I'm super excited that despite the fact that the network that was making the adaptation dropped them after series 3, they've now been picked up and Amazon is going to be producing it. So there is going to be more Expanse TV, which I'm very pleased about, but even without that, the books are top notch. The other really great read that I read this last week is book 6 in the Her Royal Spiness series by Rhys Bowen. This one's called The 12 Clues of Christmas. Half of me wanted to hang on to this one and not read it until Christmas time, but I don't know. I just couldn't wait. I'm so enjoying this series, and this one, the 12 Clues of Christmas, I think was the best one so far. So please tell me in the comments below, what have you been reading? What has been thrilling you lately? I love to hear what you're on, what you've been reading, how you are. That's all from me today. Hope you're well. Talk to you later. Bye.